Hi everyone. Well, we're entering one of those spells which is pretty much every forecaster's worst nightmare, and that's confusion between the computer models. But this is a lot of confusion, with some of the computer models showing some really cold weather with potential snow, and other computer models showing just chilly weather really, with a bit of sleet, maybe a little bit of hill snow, with some milder weather in between. So anyway, we'll show you what the actual issue is and why this is happening. So we'll first of all take a quick look at the main European computer model, and you can see here areas of low pressure that we always show you, and just so you can remember that the winds blow anti-clockwise around low pressure and clockwise around high pressure. So as we move through the next few days, and you can see the time and date up the top here, as we move through the next few days, and then into Wednesday and Thursday, this area of low pressure, it slips down into the continent and almost really down into the Mediterranean. And as it does so, the isobars start coming in from a different direction. So, like I said, the winds blow anti-clockwise around low pressure, and they're coming in from the northeast at this point, which will potentially bring in some really cold weather. So now we'll run this again quickly, showing the wind direction and temperature map. And this is the European model, remember. So we'll move through the next few days, some quite cold air over us. But then as we move through Tuesday and into Wednesday, the air gets a lot colder, so we've got these slightly darker blues, showing temperatures during the day really. There won't be much above freezing. And even as we move through into Friday, you know, the cold air is continuing. So this is the European model. So now we'll have a quick look at the American computer model. It starts off much the same as the European one, but as we move through, once again, this area of low pressure sinks to the south, but it does it a little bit differently. So the first area of low pressure moves down to the south on Sunday, and then the main one comes through Tuesday into Wednesday. But this is showing it to be a little bit further east as it slips to the south. And as it does so, by Wednesday and into Thursday, it once again introduces these cold northeasterly winds, with the low pressure down towards the Mediterranean. So we'll overlay the wind arrows and the temperatures for this one. So we'll run through this. So this is for today or tonight, and then as we move through, you can see we've got some blues and greens around. So it's going to be quite cold on and off over the next few days. And this is Sunday and then into Monday, still quite chilly. Then we see the surge of cold air because the low pressure on this one is a little bit further east, which means it's going to push in or pull in some cold air from the north on the back edge of it. And that's through Wednesday and then into Thursday. Although, as you can see here, what was showing on the European computer model is that what was dark blue is actually showing as greens or light blue. So it doesn't look quite as cold on the American computer model. Although as we go in towards the end of the run, you know, it starts to get a little bit milder. So yeah, not quite as cold on the American computer model, a little bit milder, but still cold enough for potentially a little bit of snow to fall. And now we'll have a quick look at the French computer model. Now, this is one of our favourites, and we use this one quite a lot. But this has got a bit of a different opinion on of what's going to happen. So we get that first low pressure, the initial one on Sunday, slipping to the south, just like the other two models. But then things are a little bit different as we move through into Monday and Tuesday. The low pressure, which the Euro model and the American model show slipping south, actually doesn't really develop fully, because that would be this little system here. It just stays as what's called a trough, so it's a little V shape in the isobars, with the dominant low pressure up here to the north. Because of that, it really doesn't do anything special. You know, no real cold weather, no real, well, certainly no chance of any snow. And then even right up to the end of the run here, you know, we've got another low pressure coming in, so potentially turn in even milder. So we'll overlay the wind and the temperatures for this one. So once again, we start off here with these colder temperatures over us at the moment, and then as we move through in towards the weekend, we got some coldish air coming down through on Monday, so quite chilly still. We may even see some wintry showers. And then as we move through into Tuesday, we still see this blue surge, which is, you know, the colder air because of a cold front moving through. But the difference is it moves away quite quickly. And then as we move out towards the end of the run, we get this very mild air pushing back across us. So this is where we're at the moment. and it's very confusing to what's going on. We are suspecting that the European model and the American model are slightly closer to the mark on this one, so we are thinking it will be turning quite a lot colder with a temporary northeasterly wind for a few days, but the risk of snow, we're still not sure at the moment. There is a potential of a bit falling, of course, but we're not sure if we'll see any on the ground or anything like that. But anyway, we will give you more details closer to the time. And of course, as things change over the next few days, we will let you know a little bit more, and we'll always keep you up to date, especially as the weather starts to get a little bit more significant. So anyway, that's all for now. Goodbye.